again.
Okay.
Okay, so scarf joint on the stringer. We need to replace this portion of the stringer. So, a couple of choices. We could do a scarf joint in this plane, and if I did, I would start my joint about here, so the end of my joint's being held by my fasteners into the frames. But really, there would be no reason we should do this scarf joint like this, and then up here we would make another cut. This is about 4 inches wide, so the scarf joint should be, if it's 4 to 1, it's going to be 16 inches long. So we start back here, and 16 inches later we end on the other side. And we would do the same up in the vicinity, up in here. We might, find an area. I like to make my plank, anytime I short plank something or do it for a piece of framing, I like to make it just as long as I possibly can. So if we made it up here, say even in between the engine mounts, then we actually get some extra strength from the casting of the engine. Not that we're going to need it, but I would also, the other reason for cutting in this direction is I can through bolt it with carriage bolts, 3 or 4 carriage bolts along the length of it, and put it together with 350-200, and this thing is not going to go anywhere. When the rest of the boat's gone, that scarf joint will still remain.
Now that stringer there that's not mahogany, is it?
No, it's not mahogany. Probably Doug fir.
Oh, it is.
Doug fir was used a lot because of its tremendous strength, and was used a lot for the stringers. So it's
but
probably
Douglas fir, isn't that basically a 2x4 then?
Yeah, you might.
Standard lumber yard.
Well, when most lumber yards, the Lowe's, the Home Depots, they don't carry Doug fir. You're going to have to go to a traditional lumber yard and you can get Doug fir, and you might want to try to find it rough cut if you can.
Okay.
But we have had to buy dimensional, and because this dimension is just a little thicker than a 2x4, we've had to put it together with 5200, plane it back down to get the right dimension, and goof around a good bit. But so if you can get it rough cut, that'd be better.
Okay.
Okay.